Hello everyone and welcome back. If you're returning, if this is your first time clicking on my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So for those of you that have just found my channel for the first time, my name is Arlene. I am a seer. I tap into past, present and future energy. I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And right now on this channel you will get twin flame guidance and spiritual guidance. So if you found this channel for any reason at all, just trust it's for a reason. We have been brought into each other's life for a purpose, so thank you for stopping by nonetheless. And thank you as everyone for all you do for my channel, booking my services, watching my videos, hyping, liking, sharing, everything you do, booking my retreats, etc. I'm just so grateful and I send you all so much love and gratitude. Thank you all. So let's get into this message. So calling in heavenly ancestors, spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light, I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout, as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Thank you. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home, and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Can also request Archangel Michael, whoever watches this message online, you surround them, their loved ones, their home, and their pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame Collective's highest and greatest good at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Sending love, light and gratitude. And so it is. So let's do it. I hope you're all doing really well in this new moon energy. It's so beautiful. And I've been having such intense dreams the last few days. I don't know about you guys. I've been having really futuristic dreams. And I've also been having, I had a really crazy dream, which I'm not sure whether I've just discussed or not. I'll play it by ear. But in one of my dreams, I actually saw a spaceship landing on a road I know quite well. They used it just like a runway. And from the distances it was coming into land, it just looked like a silver plane. But then as it got closer and it landed, it had this really quiet hum to it. And I realised in the dream it was a spaceship. So I've been having some real futuristic dreams and also some timeline connections again. I told you all last week that I was waking up and then I would wake up and then sometimes I wake up a third time. So I'm really having like a crossover moment with my timelines as well. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing that, but my dreams have been quite intense lately, but I'm still in a good way. Some of them have been quite intense, but in a good way. So I don't know if everyone else is experiencing that dream state, but I'm really going to tap into the energy tonight of that beautiful spring equinox energy. And thank you everyone who signed up for my I call it the golden love, but actually in meditation it came through as the golden gate of love. And I thought, I've already done the golden gateway activations. I don't really want to call it the golden gate of love activation, but I might change it to that because I feel that's what was given to me in meditation. So I'm calling it the golden love activation Zoom session, but it's actually the golden gate of love they told me to call it. So I'll probably change the name of that. But however, thank you to everyone for joining. I think it's going to be quite a beautiful session. I mean, I love all the sessions I do, but this one I feel is going to be really impactful. And I don't normally make it as expensive. It's usually only, £10 or £12, but I feel there's going to be a lot of channeling for me. There's a lot of energies involved, and I just feel, you know what, I need to, need to really charge for the work I'm putting into these sessions. I do a lot of research and stuff like that through my meditation before the event, and then all the channeling I do through the event. So that's why I've made it slightly more expensive this time. It's not for any other reason than I just know I've got a lot of channeling and different energies I'm going to have to channel through. So that's that. But thank you everyone who signed up for it nonetheless. So let's get into this message. I keep saying so let's do it and see what comes through. And we're going to connect through that spring equinox energy. So I set the intention with this message to bring through the highest vibration of unconditional love and healing and blessings to every single person who connects with this message, channeled straight through the cosmic heart of Venus. And so it is. Oh. Now, during my meditation earlier, I had quite a powerful vision. I saw it was almost like a tomb, a sarcophagus, and there was no lid on it. And then suddenly this body came out of it. Now this body was shrouded in pure white light, and this body was lifted out of the sarcophagus, and it was bright white light all around it. And then I saw like a man with a beard and like a black beard and white robes, and they embraced this woman, and I just felt it was a king who had been reborn, reuniting with their queen. And that's what I felt in that's immediately what I felt in my vision. A king has been reborn and they're reuniting with their queen. So for those of you that resonate from a past life as being some sort of royalty or something like that, that could be for you. So and I'm going to pull an oracle from my Avalon deck at the end, but I want to really connect through right now with this spring equinox energy, this equinox energy coming through here for the Twin Flame Collective. Take a few cards from a few different decks, get the overall energy first of all, and then we'll tap in a bit more to the love in a moment. So tell me what's coming through here and during this equinox period. The Diamond Dreamer. Okay, so material wealth, true prosperity. So, for many of you, you are being literally led here to, and I love how there's all this beautiful gold colours here on this. You're being led to your abundant timeline. You are being, for those of you that have just surrendered and allowed your journey to fall into place, you're being guided towards something truly amazing. And for those of you who are watching going, oh, how come I've been feeling this for a long time and it's not happened? It's because you haven't, I don't feel like you could have fully have expected it to happen or believed it to happen. You know, the biggest block for most people is not having faith that everything they want is going to come to them now. That is the biggest block. When you keep wishing for the same thing, you keep asking for the same thing, and because it doesn't happen, you think, my wishes aren't being heard, my prayers aren't being answered, my manifestations don't work. But it's when you actually send out those prayers and wishes and intentions, and then just know in your heart it's happening. You're receiving. But you also have to be ready to receive. You know, if you're just constantly in asking mode, and you're never going to be in receiving mode. But for many of you who have moved into that energy of being ready to receive and having faith, it's about your time, I feel. Yeah. So the Chess Queen, strategy and trust. Now this is all to do with everything you have done up to this point. Everything that's happened has led you here. And just trust that all these moves that were made by you, by other people, by your karmic contracts, has been to bring you to this moment. And I had a real epiphany moment yesterday morning that really changed my entire mindset around my journey. I've never really fully got into astrology properly, even though I love it. I love the idea of it. My mum was really into it and stuff as well. And I always really wanted to understand more about it. And anyway, yesterday, I don't know what happened, but I ended up sort of looking in to my past lives with my person and doing the whole birth chart thing. And wow, it blew my mind. Every single thing correlates to the past lives we've had and the experiences we've had, and how this lifetime, it was all an accumulation of that, and the soul contract we had together in this lifetime. And it completely shifted my entire perspective around everything. And you know, your masculine is generally your biggest lesson, but also your biggest blessing. And for me, my masculine is both a past life soulmate. They've been a husband, they've been a lover, they've been all things to me in past lives. They've been a protector to me in one lifetime, but also they have been a karmic lesson to me. So they're my twin flame, they are my soulmate, they also have been a karmic lesson. And I have been that to them as well. And it makes sense, we're all combined, and that's why our journey has been so intense. That's why we've had to overcome so much. And you might find that's the same with you and your person. You're more than just twin souls. You have had a long journey together over thousands of years, and it's all accumulating in this lifetime where you and your person have said, you volunteered, you know, you volunteered to do this. You volunteered to once again, to go through it all again, to try and rectify anything you couldn't do in other lifetimes, just because this lifetime is so important for Gaia. So many of you may resonate with that as well. So let's see. Okay. What else can you share with me here about the Twin Flame Collective in this? So the Shadow Queen. So it says manipulation, insecurity, and acquiring knowledge. So now the Shadow Queen for me is more about the karmic energies. And I was just speaking about how my person was a karmic lesson to me as well. So there could be coming through for many of you, your masculines are now understanding what this energy was to them in their life. They're understanding, because if you look, you got the Chess Queen and the Shadow Queen. The Chess Queen is someone who trusts and knows that everything they're doing is working towards a victory and success in the end. So they're trusting that every move they make is leading them somewhere. The Shadow Queen is someone though who just kind of manipulates and tries to get the win without actually doing any of the strategy or the moves needed. Yeah. So let's see what's going on here. So for many of you, your masculines are finally seeing the truth about who their true Empress is, their true Divine Feminine is, and who the sort of shadowy karmic lesson was in their life. Okay. So the cosmos, creativity and vastness. So I feel this is, for many of the masculines, they're understanding now that there's a much bigger situation involved with this connection than what they first thought. That's the angel that comes through with that card. It's almost like, I also feel like you guys are co-creating with the universe. That's what this card makes me think of too. But it also makes me feel like the masculines are seeing this is something much bigger than what we first thought. You know, there's a lot more to this journey than what I first thought there was. So the web weaver, yeah, this is all about different lifetimes and how you have been weaving. All your lifetimes have been accumulating. Like that, when you see the web, you know that's all to do with the dimensions, the timelines, your past lives, all working together and all simultaneously working at the same time, adjacent to each other. And that's what's so hard for some people to understand, that you know, although you're not with your person right now in the physical, on another timeline you're with them. On a future timeline you're together. It's already done. You've already got this abundance. You've already got your person. You know, it's all these things. This is just part of, it's like you're in a simulation right now on how to learn the lessons necessary to get to the next level. And that is what you have to think of yourself as. And this actually says synchronicity is divine intelligence, cause and effect. So this is all about your karma, your dharma. Everything you do leads to the next step of your journey. You know, and that's why I always say it is kind of like, you know, cosplay or being an avatar in a game or something, because it's all about every move you make has an effect on the next move. And that's why the chess queen came through. It's like divine feminines know that if they heal, then it leads to the next part, moving into their divine purpose, then on to the next part. They know that each move they make leads them here to this abundance. They know it leads them here to this abundance, this diamond dreams. But this energy here, the shadow queen, she doesn't like to do things the right way. She doesn't like to do things the proper way. She just likes to get what she wants through manipulation and doing whatever she feels she has to win. So it's almost like Sherlock Holmes versus Moriarty, where Sherlock Holmes uses logic and intelligence, and Moriarty also uses logic and intelligence, but they will make sure they win, even if they have to cheat, even if they have to do something underhand to do it. So, give me one more card from here, please. The Horse King. So it says, where are we? Assistance and control. I think that says control. Assistance and control. So there's definitely oh yeah, okay, in the High Lord of Gratitude. Ah, right, okay. I was wondering why the Horse King came through with the assistance and control. But I feel this is your masculine's energy right here. They have definitely been at this point where they have needed some assistance here. They may have felt a bit stuck. They may have felt a bit wild and out of control. But they've definitely needed some assistance here to bring back some order to their life. And I'm seeing the High Lord of Gratitude and Service here and the Eagle King. So this is divine masculine energy. Someone who is now open to their divine guidance, who is learning, who is experiencing divine wisdom and knowledge. But this is very much the Emperor energy. And the Eagle King is someone who sees stuff now from a very much of a higher perspective. They could have the eagle as a spirit animal or something. So, and I just put the deck on the Altar Priestess. So this is that High Priestess energy. And I feel this is, for those of you that were resonating with this message, I feel that this, you have definitely stepped into your purpose here. You could be a High Priestess of the Light. You could have, I feel this is a divine feminine who's done all the right things. You've done things the right way. You've gone about it the right way. You could have been up against a karmic who was doing everything they could to go against what you were doing. So like if you were doing healing work and you could feel your masculine was coming back around and they were starting to reach out to you and things like that, and then all of a sudden they go quiet again. I do feel there was something about there was, again, as I say, the chess queen against the shadow queen. Someone who was doing things by the book, someone who was doing things by divine order, and someone who was doing things the wrong way. That's just what I feel. Let's see, what else is coming through here for this spring equinox? What else is coming through for this spring equinox? 2 cards jumped out. The Earth's core and the summer solstice. Okay, so I'm going to put on my glasses actually. So between now and the summer solstice, so it says the Earth's core, stability, grounding and core beliefs. So this is something shifting within Gaia, and we all know what's, if you know, you know. We don't need to use this message to go into it, but there is a huge change happening here, and there is a powerful split, a powerful shift happening, and that is definitely between now and I feel the summer solstice. There's going to be a lot of changes for everyone, and you're going to feel this. You're going to feel this summer energy every day. You're going to feel every morning, you're going to wake up and go, it feels like a sunshiny day. It just feels like a good vibe day. And I feel that's what is changing right now. Yes, celebration, abundance and vitality. And your first card out on this table was all about joy and abundance. So there's something beautiful transforming here for many of you. And I just feel it's a case of you have to just keep trusting and believing. Because, you know, the more you trust and believe, the more you're making it a reality. You all have the power to alter and change your own reality for the better. So it says the fireflies glow, guidance, small lights and hope. Now, it's so weird because as I was talking there, I was remembering the scene in Mary Poppins where the laughter makes them all stay up on the ceiling. I think when they go and visit Uncle Albert and they're all laughing, and every time they get sad again, they all go, ooh, and they'll start falling to the floor again, and then they all start laughing. So I'm getting that, you know, like hope is bringing these changes. And I was just saying to you there about having that hope and faith is what is going to create these changes, the positive changes permanently in your existence, in your realities. Excuse me. But and also the other one I was thinking of was, you know, at the end of Elf the movie, and Santa's sleigh won't move because everyone has lost their childlike belief in Santa and Christmas and in the hope and faith of Christmas again. And as soon as everyone went back to believing in Santa and feeling that hope and that Christmas cheer again, the sled lifted off the ground. Now, I know it's just a movie, but it's that kind of feeling I'm getting right now. Like, the more you have that hope and faith and keep that positivity within you. And I know there's a lot of terrible things going on in the world, and it's not a case of ignorance is bliss. You know, we're still send out the prayers for people that need it. Pray for those people who are going through the things. Send them love and prayers, and pray for also the ones who are doing the wrong deeds, because they also need your prayers. They also need the prayers to, you know, to help them to get out of the darkness they're stuck in as well. So it's not an ignorance is bliss thing, but honestly, it's just a time just to focus on your own joy and your own light. And that's really what I feel this message is coming through for all twin flames, but for everyone really. So tools, preparation and readiness. So this going back to the masculines, I feel this is a masculine situation here where they are, the mystic's eye. The masculines are fully understanding something here, and there's like now for many of you, I feel it's just going to happen very suddenly. Like even today, I was speaking to a few people who got in touch with me, and we're all having very similar experiences over the last couple of days. So I feel like something is changing for many twin flames all at once. Like we're all on a certain timeline, we're all experiencing the exact same things. And I feel there's a lot of masculines who are just on that cliff edge, ready to, sorry, my nose is switching, ready to make that leap. And I love this because we got the rainbow bridge, connection, hope and promise. And we've got the autumn equinox, so harvest, gratitude, balance And we've also got the shooting star, which is wishes, hope, and opportunities. So this is just saying there's something about to come in here. There's some sort of wish granted, some sort of prayers been answered, some sort of wish fulfillment. I mean, the shooting star in the balance, and we've got that Libra full moon coming up. And, you know, and the rainbow bridge as well, which is all about hope, faith, and understanding your journey, your divine journey. So there's something really, I feel for a certain group of twin flames, there's something really spectacular in the works here. And it's just, the more you stand in your light, the more you have hope, the more you have that faith and trust that everything is coming around for you, even when it's at times when it feels like there's no hope. Find the hope. Dig deep and find it again. The sacred mandala. Unity, completeness, and focus. So this is just saying this unity consciousness and this completion of a cycle here. For many of you, you have completed the cycle. And today is where it's all led to. This new moon in Pisces, moving into the equinox, that's a whole new cycle, a beautiful new cycle, a fresh new start, a new beginning. And yeah, look at that. The sacred flame. Passion, transformation, and purification. This is a twin flame card in this deck. This is, and that's a phoenix rising from those flames. This is your chance for a new beginning. The Pilgrim's Path, exploration, life lessons have been learned, your journey. This is all about, many of you have reached that moment in your journey where you have had this completeness, you've reached this completeness of your cycle, and now all you have to do is have faith and hope that everything you have worked to achieve is coming back around. So the guiding light and the wise owl. You are the one who's there now to help other people to get to this point. I feel for many of you, you're going to be getting some sort of rewards and abundance here, which is going to make you, which is going to put you in a position, yeah, the healing, see the healing hands, which is going to put you in a position here to help others, to be a guiding light, a healing light, the wise owls to others, to say, this is what happened in my journey. I went through the darkest of times, I went through the worst of times, I came out the other side. And now look where I am in my life. I'm doing really, really beautiful things. I'm a magnet for all good things in my life. You are here to teach people your journey so they can then understand that all the bad stuff doesn't mean that's the way their life is going to be. There is a reason for things happening in your life, and it's to push you to leave that way of life, or that way of thinking, or that relationship, or that karmic partnership, or that job that doesn't suit you anymore. So I definitely feel, and the declaration cards here in the bottom, so I do feel there's something, yeah, writing, expression, confession. Maybe some of you are supposed to write a book about your journey, or help people to write more about the journey. Flowing river, teaching people to go with the flow of the divine. Give me one more card from here. Yeah, the spirit animals, and it's actually, I've got my spirit animal deck here at the end. So the spirit animals and the key to the new beginning on the bottom. So instincts, nature, personal power through animals. So definitely some of you could be just teaching people about the Christ consciousness and about oneness with nature and animals. And I mean, I had such a beautiful experience with a stag in my meditation earlier. Now, I used to get a stag that came through a lot, and I haven't had a stag for so long, and it was just so intense, and I actually felt myself bowing. It was just such an incredibly moving moment with the stag in my meditation, and that's the first one for a while. So some of you might be seeing stags and things like that. Let me get one of these. I'm going to get some cards about the love. Give me some more energy here of what this equinox is bringing through for the twin flames. I'm going to get some cards around the love in a moment. Tell me what this equinox is bringing through for the twin flame collective. Tell me what this Equinox energy is bringing through for the twin flames. Thank you. I'm just going to let the cards fall out. And then we'll see what they say in a moment. That one. Thank you. Oh. Tell me what's coming through right now for the twin flames. I think that'll do it. Bottom of the deck, Enchanted Harp. Letting music heal your soul, express your creativity. So for some of you, you're musicians or music is really important to you, and they're saying do more of it. Express yourself through music, whether that's just getting your shamanic drum and beating it, you know, whatever. I mean, because honestly, if I'm not listening to music, if I'm not singing, if I'm not dancing, I've got one of my drums, something. I've always got music, and I'm always singing, I'm always dancing or listening to music or playing music. So it's important to use music as a way to express yourself. So the winding path, life's journey is a winding road. Enjoy the adventure. Now you got the winding road card in the other deck as well. So definitely this is all about just understanding the journey you've been on has led you here for a reason. It's, yes, we have all been through some terrible things. I mean, I could write a book alone about just the crappy things in my life. I could just write a book, my crappy things that went on in my life. Crap things that happened to me by Arlene. But different is I'm not dwelling on the crap things because my life is good now. And when you do look back at all the things that you thought were terrible things in your life, it was all for a reason that those things came to an end. You know, the friendships and the marriages and the relationships. And, you know, when you lost your job out the blue, or when you didn't get the job that you thought was your dream job and you didn't get it. Or when someone made you feel less than. And I now look back and I go, everything that's happened to me, my life is so much better now than what it was back then. And if I'd stayed in those situations, then I wouldn't be the person I am now. So everything does have a reason. Blooming garden, time to nurture your dreams, they will blossom in time. So this is just saying those manifestations are coming in. The life of your dreams is coming in. The hidden cave, secrets are about to be revealed, trust in your discoveries. So for many of you, you might be getting more about your past lives coming through. You might be getting more past life dreams. You might be getting more guidance in your meditation, or this is your person about to reveal something to you. The true path, follow your true path and trust the journey ahead. So there's definitely something could be about to reveal to many of you from your masculines that is going to make it clear to you which way you want to go. Now, if you've already fulfilled your side of the contract and you've done the work, you've done the healing, you've done all you can for your masculines, then really the choice of the path forward is yours, Divine Feminine. You know, if the masculines, you know, if they don't get on board with the journey, then you've still completed what you're supposed to do. But I generally feel if you've done all the work, the masculines do come back. They will always come back because there has to be a finality to the contract for both of you. And then I feel that's when you decide, Divine Feminine, if you want to move on to a path with your masculine, or if you're still doing good on your own. And I feel for many Divine Feminines, that's the point you're at now where you're going to have the choice. And it really, I feel like when your masculines come back into your life again, it's a getting to know you process because you've both changed in the time you've been apart. So take time, get to know each other before you make any rash decisions about anything. Get to know each other. That would be my advice. The mountain peak. Reach for the heights. Your goals are within reach. Your goals are within sight. So this is what I feel. There's something has been building up to this moment for many of you. The ancient ruins, history holds wisdom and time to learn from the past. Now, what was I just saying? That there's something here about you and this person. As I say, I saw the vision of the king and the queen. For some of you, this could be you know, a past life love story or a past life situation that both of you have finally kind of overcome the battles on. So I'll pull some tarot in a moment as well, but let me see. Can I get some meshes here around this twin flame energy I'm picking up on here? Okay. Let's see. Can I get some guidance, please? And thank you. Let's get some cards. I'm not going to make this too long. Flying high, feeling infatuated or having an intense affair, starry-eyed and passion. Now, this is just really let me know that someone feels completely high on your love, your energy. This person just feels an extreme passion and intensity when they think of you, whenever they think back to past where they've been around you or been speaking to you online, whatever this means to you. But there's something about this person feeling just high and endorphins going everywhere, and you know that just, you know, like an adrenaline rush. That's not the right term for it, but this person feels a really intense passion when they think of you. It makes them feel high on life. I was just thinking of a song there and I can't remember what it was, but it just came to mind there. You know, I can't remember. I don't know what song came to mind there when I was saying about feeling high at the thought of your love. But just that walking on sunshine feeling, you know, from Casey and the Sunshine Band. I'm walking on sunshine. Ephemeral, having a brief affair or a rocky relationship. Now, with those two cards coming out, both saying the word affair, this could be something from past lives as well. You know, that English patient, I think it's the English patient where, you know, he was married and they had that intense affair. But also I feel this is, you and this person had a really intense, you know, intense affair at some point where it might have been a very intense, passionate connection for a few months and then you went your separate ways or something. So there was a very intense, passionate chemistry here with the two of you. So I want to find out where your connection's at now, because I think this was obviously before you went into separation. But I feel this person still, when they think back of their time with you, they still feel that flames of passion and intensity. Okay, fine romance. Caught up in a whirlwind of emotions and promises. Now there's that word promise again. And this is exactly the scene I saw with there was a man with a black beard and white robes, and he was hugging this female who was in this beautiful dress, and I just felt that's a king hugging their queen, embracing their queen, and it was a king that had been reborn. Literally brought back from death. You know, I saw the body lifting out the sarcophagus, bright white light, and then hugging their queen. So caught up in a whirlwind of emotion and promises. So this person could definitely have some sort of promise that they have to uphold with you. And the Winding Road card came out again. So maybe that song, The Long and Winding Road. The long and winding road leads me back to your door. I can't remember all the words, but it's just we keep on getting that cards about winding roads. So having a long way to go or taking many detours, many loves, or it's complicated. So again, this is what I'm feeling about you and this person. Loads of lifetimes, loads of mistakes, loads of karmic situations, lots of karmic soulmates in and out the equation. But this, I feel this lifetime is it. And you've got the back and forth here. So this person was kind of in and out your life. They couldn't move on from this passionate connection with you. And there's a love story card as well. It says communicating and saying exactly what needs to be said. Truthful talk about love. So yeah, this person definitely was in and out your life. Protection, taking care of yourself as well as the relationship, self-care, and looking for sanctuary. So what I'm actually getting here, Divine Feminine, the overall energy, I feel this was, if for those of you that have had an intimate connection with your person, because I feel this was an intense, I mean, it says affair, so I don't know, they could have been in another relationship or you could have been, but a very intense connection with this person, but it was a short-lived, it was like a, you know, a few months, passion, full-on intensity, passion, and then it fell away, and you were left thinking, WTF, because that's what ends up happening to us all. But that's what I feel. And maybe this person had made promises to you in another lifetime that they were going to be different, they were going to choose you, they were going to make the effort for you. But this person was in and out your life despite their feelings for you. And I feel you just shut things down here, Divine Feminine, and protected yourself. And in doing that, you have changed the situation. I keep on going back, your first card out here for both you and your masculine was abundance. And I feel this long and winding road is just saying it's been a long time coming for you both. This union is a long time coming, and these blessings are a long time coming, because this person took a long time to reach you. Oh my goodness. Happiness with the swan. So it says, appreciating love and life despite any hardships, compatible and contentment. So it's taken a long time for this person to truly see you are their happiness. You are the one who lights up their life. The long and winding road leads me to your door. And it just brings them back to your door. Yeah, see, looking back, making the moments you shared together, missing the moments you shared together. That's why I feel this person is looking back at how intense this connection was and going, whoa, I still feel like I'm with them. I feel like they're right here with me. That's how intense it was. And expectations, having very high ideals or unreasonable requirements, dreamer and fantasy. So this person, I feel, is having fantasies about the past. They're having fantasies about the past. And the loyalty card here on the bottom. So it says, standing by each other through thick and thin, true love and devotion. So this person is definitely fantasizing about life with you, but they're understanding now you are their true happiness and joy. So I'm going to pull a few tarot, and then I'm going to get a message from my Avalon deck and an animal spirit as well. In fact, I'll get an animal spirit and then a tarot card or two. Can I get an animal spirit that's connecting to this twin flame connection, please? And thank you. Okay, so it says luminous, and it's a firefly. Wow, that's 2 cards with firefly. So fireflies could be significant. The firefly lights the dark with its own inner light. Your unique gifts are meant to be shared. Let your true let your true self shine. I'm sure I got that card there night as well. Now, when I sneeze, it's usually because something has changed, something has broken. So usually like a spell is broken, a curse, or a family, an ancestral pattern, or something has ended. So in a good way. It's usually something that has ended. So maybe with that card saying it's time to shine your light. Look what's on the bottom. The deer, the stag. Oh my goodness. The deer moves with gentle awareness, practicing compassion for yourself and others, and move through life with a creative heart, with a sensitive heart, not creative heart. Sorry, sometimes it's hard to read these cards. But yeah, so something could have changed. Maybe you're ready to be the real you, step out of the shadows, or maybe this masculine is ready to. Maybe they've broken some sort of pattern or karmic pattern or something like that. Okay, and ancient and wise, the turtle. So it says the turtle comes with the wisdom of the ages. Slow down, your paths are one of steady determination and progress, protected by your own boundaries. Okay, so this is just saying, you know, a very ancient wise soul, but again it's talking about that long path. And the dove on the bottom. So it says the dove descends with an olive branch, signaling a time of peace, healing and reconciliation with someone within yourself and with others around you. So reconciliation with the dove as well. And the hummingbird right behind. Oh, the hummingbird just flew off the table. Thank you for that, hummingbird. And the hummingbird as well. So the hummingbird brings a message of joy. Seek the sweetness of the present moment and let your spirit be your light. So definitely something comes through here. An olive branch, reconciliation, the stags, definitely prominent today. So let's see. And the frog on the bottom, which is abundant energy again. So let me pull a few tarot. So I wasn't going to make this long, but already nearly 50 minutes. So let's just get a few tarot overall energy, and I'll pull a message from my Avalon deck. So let's see. 10 of friggin' Pentacles just fell on the table. Abundant energy. You and this person, I feel, are going to be set for life. You and your masculine are going to be set for life here. And it's because you completed something. Queen of Cups. And if you look at this masculine on their knees, they're looking for forgiveness. This person promised you something in another lifetime and they didn't deliver. Not yet anyway. They didn't deliver the promise they were supposed to give to you. They didn't deliver on the promise they made to you in a past life here. Because I feel that word promise is so significant. And with that king being brought back to life. So I feel like whatever this person promised you in another lifetime and they didn't deliver, they're delivering this lifetime. I cannot, honestly. Emperor. This lifetime, they're going to be the masculine you need them to be. They're going to be the protector, the king, the lover, the friend you need them to be. Yeah, 5 of Cups. I feel this person left you feeling completely forlorn here, but it made you go into protective mode. And when you went into protective mode, you set up those healthy boundaries, not just with this person, but with others around you as well. But I just feel everything was meant to happen this way, to teach you how to really love yourself. 7 of Pentacles, to invest in yourself, to walk away from the past. Tell me about this Emperor. Tell me about this Emperor and this Equinox energy. Oh my goodness. 6 of Wands. And the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, you've got some sort of decision to make here. You're getting this new beginning. See the World card? New cycle. This spring equinox is bringing in this beautiful new beginning. And with the 2 of Pentacles, you are getting the decision here. You are getting the choice, Divine Feminine. Oh, 2 cards just jumped out at once. Page of Swords and King of Swords. So there is communication coming in from this person. This person is coming in to communicate something to you. The Temperance card in the bottom. So this is someone who does want to heal and wants to rebalance things with you. Look at that. The Fool. And I told you, for many Divine Feminines, your masculines are right on the edge, ready to take that leap. But I like the fact that it's got 2 people on this card about to do that. So 2 people need to make that decision together. Are we going to move forward? Or is this well and truly just going to be, you know, a lesson we both learned and move on with our lives? The Hierophant. This can work. This is, you know, your spiritual union. This is God giving you both this life. the Sea of Pentacles, if you can actually work together and build something. Tell me what this blessing is coming in here, this Hierophant. Tell me what this blessing is. Oh my goodness. Knight of Wands. So a chance to move forward together. And, you know, the Knight of Wands is definitely, you know, someone's about to take some sort of passionate action. Someone's about to go after what they want. The one thing that makes them happy and sparks them to move forward. And the Ace of Swords. So some sort of communication, some sort of divine truth. Oh my goodness, King and Queen of Wands. Wow. So two people here who, an Ace of Pentacles, a brand new beginning for a King and Queen of Wands. Two people who I believe are meant to be in the spotlight. Power couple. Two people that are meant to be in the spotlight here. This blessing is bringing two charismatic, charming people together who are going to be in the public eye somehow, who are going to both be very adventurous and have a lot of travels and fun together. That's what I feel. Yeah. Okay, one more and then I'm going to get I'm going to pull an oracle card to close out. Page of Cups. Yeah, this person is about to come in here with some sort of love offer or confession. A confession of love. Yeah, and the Chariot and the Nine of Cups. And it's going to push you both towards this happily ever after energy here, I feel. So, for many Divine Feminines, I do feel this is your masculines getting ready here. They're getting prepared to take this action. In the past, they were not good for you. You know that. They were, you know, they were definitely not interested in love. They were interested in, you know, the casual hookups and things. And I just put the deck on the Lovers. But this has changed. For many masculines, this has changed their entire perspective. And you saw that Eagle King card. This is someone who's seeing things from a very high perspective now. They're seeing things, they're seeing the overall picture. They're getting the eagle eye view of just how much you mean to them and just, you know, the value of this connection. So let me get the massive book. Hold on till I get it. Look at the size of this book. I mean, it's huge. But let's have a quick shuffle and I'll get... I actually picked a card from this for myself earlier. And when I read what it was, I was like, wow, I can't believe that's the card I picked, and I'm so proud of myself for choosing that one. But I don't know if I'll pull the same one, but let's see. Okay. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Let's pull a card. Let's pull a card to end this message for the Twin Flame Collective. Anything they need to know in particular, and we're over 50 minutes. That's a like. Anything in particular you want the Twin Flame Collective to know from this deck of cards. Any closing message you have for them, please and thank you. Okay. Just tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop. Okay. Very precise. Okay. So it says, hold on to actually put on my glasses. There's a card there. Quick glasses change, as always. That's very important to be able to read the cards. So it is, oh yeah, it's, I can never say, Blood or something like that. I can never, sorry about my really bad way of saying it. Interesting. Let's see. I'll show you her name as soon as I find it. Blodawed. So my Welsh friends will probably be able to describe it better than me. Blodawed. Okay, that's a card there. So it says, Blodawed is enthroned on two intertwined oak trees and wears the silver torque of sovereignty. Her shining yellow hair is braided with the flowers of oak broom and meadowsweet, 3 of the 9 flowers that magicians Guiadon and Math used to create her to be the wife of Lugh Law Giffis. She holds a veil in her lap, symbolising her aspect of the flower bride, and her white gown is covered by a cloak of feathers, representing her transformation into the owl. Her namesake and totem, the barn owl, hunts in the sky above her. Behind her is Lyn Morwan, the Lake of the Maidens, where the ladies of her court drowned while being pursued by an angry Gwydion. To her left is Toman Ymur, a Norman motte, which was the site of Castell's Ymur, the chief court of Blodawed. Her flowers bloom in a root of spring all around her feet, and a waning crescent moon is visible in the dawning sky. So isn't that crazy? It's to do with the spring flowers and the new moon. And this is a new moon, and we're coming into spring equinox. Key words here: renewal, rebirth, sovereignty, royalty, choice, clarity, fertility, passion, partnerships, taking some action, casting off the expectations of others around you, being true to the self, piercing through all the illusions and acknowledging your personal truth. Entering into the presence of Blodawed as we call to contemplate the truth of our life's work, the passions that motivate our soul, and the ways in which we wear the burden of expectation, the expectation of others as well as of ourselves. She is a spring maiden, the flower bride who makes a sacred marriage to the king on behalf of the land. Wow. She is also the owl goddess whose keen eyes see with wisdom through the darkness of shadow, and whose talons hold fast to the truth of personal authenticity. Time to grab hold of your truth and hold it tightly, committing to walk the path of authenticity that brings transformation and growth. But it rarely goes unchallenged. This may necessitate taking levels of situations and people who are not in alignment with you anymore, especially with the person that you are seeking to become, or the life you are working on manifesting for yourself. It can be painful to let go of that which does not serve us in the present, especially in toxic relationships, destructive patterns or behaviour, and long embraced limitations. But only by doing so can we make room for what we can be. Allow your inner wisdom to shine through the veil of false shadow and see it for the illusion it is. Do not worry about the opinions of others. We are each only responsible for walking our own path, and allow all the expectations of others to change the direction of our journey to wholeness. Blodawed can be found in the liminal gateway that leads to the realm of the sky. Wow. Well, I do believe I said that as well about letting go of, you understand you've been made to walk away from people and relationships and things and mindsets and things. And I cannot believe this is, the new moon is on this card, and it's all about spring. And it's the perfect card to bring through for a spring equinox new moon message for the twin flames. So thank you all for watching, and if you watched to the end, kudos to you. And thank you all for all the love you bring to this channel once again. God bless you, your home, your family and your pets, and God bless your union to come in with your special person very soon. Dearest everlasting Father, as we all move on with our day or night wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, blessing all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. Amen. Take care, and I'll talk to you all soon. Namaste.